Once upon a time, there were two sorcerers, Frank and Malcolm. They both studied under the same academy and the same class. Malcolm always came out on top in every exam, while Frank was always the second no matter how hard he tried. Frank was extremely jealous of Malcolm, a jealousy so overwhelming that he wished Malcolm was dead. Then came the annual Grand Sorcerer's Trial, held once in 4 years, a trial to determine who will become the next Sorcerer Supreme. In other words, the nation's greatest sorcerer. The winner will be summoned by the king to undertake an important post. Sorcerer Supreme was the highest title imaginable for every sorcerer. The set of challenges for the trial were not only difficult but also dangerous. There were always casualties in every trial, countless loss of lives, but the organizers were not responsible for the deaths of the participants as all of them had signed an agreement. As expected, Frank and Malcolm made it through the challenges. Frank grew desperate because Malcolm always ahead of him. It was his goal in life to become the Sorcerer Supreme. The final challenge was going through a maze filled with monsters lurking in every corner. Along the way, Frank finally found Malcolm. He looked around to make sure no one else was around. Now's my chance. From behind, Frank immediately cast the piercing magic at Malcolm and impaled him. He then cast a fireball at his corpse and burnt it until no ash remains, thus erasing the evidence of his deed. Frank immediately became the first to exit the maze, but then he was shocked to see Malcolm alive in front of him. Malcolm was apologizing to the event organizer that he was late for the trial. It turned out that he was a bit lazy and he decided to do something new. He conjured a copy of himself, participating in the challenges on his behalf. In other words, while Malcolm was mentally in the maze fighting monsters with Frank, he was physically elsewhere enjoying an afternoon tea. Malcolm got disqualified because of this and Frank got to become the Sorcerer Supreme. Although Frank was quite happy by such a turn of events, he could not overlook the cold stare coming from Malcolm. It was the eye of jealousy. Things were not going to be easy for Frank.
Hey, remember to sign up for my website and get some free reviews.